We got to talk about a team that should be worried about player development, but instead, chaos is wreaking havoc in the locker room, on the court. We got to speak about the Houston Rockets.
Oh,
because there was a situation the other day where a massive bust up apparently in the Houston Rockets locker room at halftime had Chris Wood refusing to check back into the game, had Kevin Porter Jr. driving home from the arena at halftime, throwing objects in the locker room. Now, from my perspective, the Rockets are in a tough spot because that organization is built to tank right now, right? Everyone knows it. They're trying to tank. They're trying to get that high draft pick. They're not trying to win a lot of games. But the coaches and the players are still being expected to come out to compete and win games. They've been put in an almost impossible position where the coach is essentially coaching for his job because he needs to win games to put on good performances. But at the same time, they're not supposed to be winning games. And they're playing, like, I'm looking at all of this happening, and there's not a veteran presence in the locker room that could be there in John Wall because he's at home and they've decided not to have him with the team and not play him many minutes. So the whole situation over there in Houston is a little confusing. What are your thoughts on it, though?
That's tough. You know, it's tough. Losing, there's no way to put it. It stinks.
Mm-hmm.
It stinks, Mo. It stinks. Winning is the optimum goal, but losing is tough. And when you start saying tanking, Mo, it always bothers me, is because I can accept losing as long as I give myself and the team gives ourselves a chance to win. You know, I can accept that. I can accept we gave our best effort and that team was just better or they played better than us. But what I can't accept, Mo, is not having a chance to win and tanking. And that's what has always bothered me about tanking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I expect you to lose because that's going to help me secure a lottery pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that has always bothered me. Now, you know, Mo, we say the following, and we just kind of say it casually now. Like, we all know that they're expecting to lose. Well, those players that are playing out there, they have pride.
Yeah,
those players are good.
That's
those players are playing for they're playing for contracts. They're playing for whatever their motivation to be playing. But more importantly, every player that steps on the floor, they have an opportunity and they have a responsibility to come out and give you the effort and energy necessary and give you their very best effort. Some nights are better than others, but at least give me the effort and energy. And when we talk about what happened there in Houston the other day, you know, Mo, when you have a young team, there's a word that I tried to learn. I didn't learn it my first day on the job. I didn't learn it my second day on the job. But by my third or fourth day, Mo, I pretty much knew that I wasn't playing the game because I liked the game. I wasn't playing the game just because it was fun. I was playing the game, Mo, because I was a professional.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to become a professional. And when I say that word professional, there's a professionalism that comes with playing professional basketball. Whether you agree with the coach or disagree with the coach, you get along with teammates, you don't get along with teammates, you feel like playing, you don't feel like playing. Mo, I felt as a professional, I had a job to do and I had a responsibility to come out and do it to the best of my ability. And things happen, Mo. You put a group of people together, I don't care who you are, family, teammates, a group, a classroom, co-workers, there are going to be disagreements. There are going to be some, some mixed emotions. There's going to be different feelings. Natural. I mean, that's part of it. That's just a natural occurrence. But what's unacceptable, Mo, is the level of professionalism in which it was handled. Like, Mo, that's natural. It's only a natural occurrence that you and I can't agree on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes about to the Celtics.
hey, we're not talking about them. We're starting to see with positive energy. We ain't talking about
Yes. But I was just I get really, as a former player, I just really get upset because there's so many players who worked so hard and put their life and all of their energy to make sure that this is better for the next generation. And, you know, when I start thinking about all of the players before me in the 60s, what they had to go through, like Bill Russell, we talk about his championships, but Mo, all of the things that he and all the other players of color had to go through to get to this point. And then Mo, those guys, many of those guys had second jobs and third jobs because the league wasn't as lucrative as it is today. And Mo, to get the game now where it's on television and now we're watching it, we're streaming the games, and you and I are doing a podcast. I never dreamed of doing a podcast when I played. And to see how this game is progressing, not only business-wise, but the popularity of the game. I mean, it's a global game. And to see something like this happen, you know, Mo, I just want to like say, hey, we all have a responsibility. We all have to take stewardship of this game, right? We talk about it. It's fun. You know, we make jokes, we do our thing, but there's a love and respect, Mo, that I know you and me and so many other people, our listeners, we have for the game. And that's why we love it. And I just hope that those young men could find in their heart to say, you know what, it was a young mistake, and that they can, and I'm not saying they were right in their decision. I'm not saying they were wrong. I'm not here to judge, but I'm just saying we all have a responsibility to show up as professionals and do our job, and then work on whatever the problem may have been. Because clearly there was something that happened, right? We don't know what really happened, but whatever happened, that we hope that Coach Silas, Coach Lucas, these are great friends of mine, that they will find it out. And I know Coach Lucas, he loves the game. Nothing means more to him than the game. I've known Coach Silas since, you know, I played for his dad. So, you know, these are people that they feel a responsibility to the game, let alone just that one incident to the game. So hopefully they can work it out, because those are good players. Those are good kids. But I know losing stinks. It's tough, but hopefully they can find the energy that's needed. Like you said, you know, the positive energy that's needed to come out there and figure out how to play and do the best you can under those difficult circumstances.
They're in a tough spot. Shout out to Jalen Green, though. He's been playing excellent basketball since coming back from injury. Even in that game day, he dropped 29. But just want to circle back real quick to when you're talking about Bill Russell and other, you know, great athletes that came before and the battles on the court and off the court. Just want to say real quick, a rest in peace to Mr. Sam Jones.
Yes.
Boston Celtics legend.
Yes.
You know, 10 NBA titles.
Yes.
Clutch time scorer, big time player. Unfortunately passed away earlier this week. Just want to send our best to his family and his loved ones.
Condolences to him and his family and his friends and love, and to the basketball community, because he's basketball royalty. And I remember the first time seeing him, and it was like the presence of, you know, that's Mr. Jones. Greatness walking in the room. So, you know, our hearts, our condolences to his family, to the friends, to the Celtic franchise, and to the NBA basketball community. We lost a legend.
Yes, sir. Life is short. Make sure you start this year off on the right note. Tell your people you love them while they're still around.